What's good, everybody? It's Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com here with an extensive Artist Marketing 911. Artists. I get a lot of questions on my Twitter and my Facebook about the difference between promoting and spamming. Now, I want to go over some basic details before I get into more details, but I think that we need to basically define this unicorn of a word called spam. Let's go straight to the definition of spam. Spam is sending the same message, the same tweet, the same Facebook wall post, sending an email without careful judgment or permission, keyword permission, from the recipient and or receiver. Spam is basically sending your message or sending your link to your SoundCloud or sending your link to your website, sending a link to your business without anybody asking for your damn link. That is what spam is. Spam is like walking in somebody's house, kicking a toaster off the counter and putting your toaster in the plug and saying, yo, this what you need to go with, homeboy, and then walking out the house. Spam on Twitter looks like, hey fam, I see you like Drake. Well, I got this song that sound kind of like Drake and I think you'd be very interested. It's on my SoundCloud link. Facebook spam looks like, hey man, I don't mean to intrude inside your inbox, but man, I think that you'll really dig what I got going. I think that you need to jump on the wave because everybody's digging what's going on. Facebook spamming is also, oh man, I got this show on Friday. What other way am I going to let people know? Well, let me tag them in this post, even if they don't know me or don't even know my music or even don't know that I rap. I don't. Email spam. Hey fam, I got these hooks for the low. I think you need these hooks for the low. I know you didn't ask for it, but I got these hooks for the low. I think that it's important that you understand what spam says about you because I know I sympathize with you. Hi, my name is Curtis King and I am a reformed spammer from MySpace. I used to spam people on MySpace with my link using this Autobot program in which I had to fill in CAPTCHA every 15 MySpace updates that I sent to people's pages. I am a reformed spammer. Hi, Curtis. Let me tell you what most people think about your spam and what it says about you. Most people find spamming annoying. It says that you are desperate. Spam gives the perception that nobody else cares enough to go check you out, and you have to go find complete strangers to listen to your music. When you send the same message over and over and over again, and somebody that may be even interested in your message goes to your timeline and sees that you sent the same generic template message to everybody, do you think that makes them feel special? Do you think that makes them feel like their listen even means anything to you? Spamming online, although it's a social network, is a very anti-social way of doing things. Typically, if you look on any website that encourages you not to spam, one of the main things they say is strike up a conversation. Strike up a genuine conversation about music. Don't have it in your mind that I'm going to talk to them a little bit about this new Future album, but I'm about to slide my trap album in the midst of that. Don't have that on your mind. Start up a genuine conversation and really get people understanding that you are very knowledgeable about the genre that you're in. Have them look at you as a tastemaker in a sorts. Have them look at you like, man, I really love your taste in music. It'll be so much easier when they ask, hey man, what is it that you do? And you just say, hey, well, I'm actually a rapper and I have a project out. They'll be more open to it because they already trust your judgment. Even if they don't like your music, they'll be so much more open to the idea of listening as opposed to you just sliding that thing in a DM. That sounded so wrong. Spam also says that you are lazy. In a lot of people's eyes, it looks like you are lazy and you don't respect your music. It's so easy to just at somebody you've never met. Or you see two bloggers talking to each other and you just at both of them. It's so easy to do that. And that's not what you want to be known for. You don't want to be known as the guy that got on from spamming. That's not a very commendable thing to do. People don't look at that in a respectable light. And they look at it like you don't respect your music enough to go through the proper channels of promotion and really build up from a small audience and build it up into a bigger situation. They look like you don't even respect your music enough to do that. Most importantly, spamming makes you look so unprofessional. And I know that a lot of artists, even very dope artists, spam, and it's heartbreaking because it's like you want people to get to that music. I want to see people get to your music, but people are never going to get to your music if you keep spamming them. You'll always be known as that annoying dude who's just super unprofessional. You do this for me. Show me a list of people who have made it by spamming. I need at least 10. Where are they now? So Curtis, man, you gave me all of these things about why spamming is bad. Show me a different way to do it then, Curtis. Well, this is what I'm here for. My particular secret, before when I was spamming everybody on MySpace and I didn't really see the results from it, my particular strategy became, well, obviously trying to force it down people's throats is not getting them to want to listen to it. But when I put up my MySpace bulletins, and I would put up things about my music, people would be more in tune to see what's going on. When it looks so alluring and it looks so fun of what was going on. Imagine walking down the street, right? You just left a party that was terrible. And then you pass by this little club, really small, nothing fancy, but you notice inside people are having so much fun. Everybody's smiling and drinking and screaming. And it looks like the best time ever. Wouldn't you want to go inside of that club? Wouldn't you want to go see what that's all about, especially if you came from one that wasn't that tight? You have to look at your music in the same way. You have to find your core people, the people that support you the most. You got to get them so riled up that people can't ignore it. My mentor at Kamboa told me one time some very good advice. He said, instead of trying to always look to get attention via spamming and all of this stuff, he said, won't you make yourself so difficult to ignore that people tune into what you got going on? My whole motto is get my small base so riled up that people can't ignore it and they want to be a part of the show. Promotion 101, I say set realistic goals. I think some people think that by spamming 100 people, maybe that'll equal 100,000 views somehow. I don't know how you did the math, but set realistic goals. See what your follower count is and understand there's only so many times you can tweet the same link and everybody in your list has probably already seen it. And if they're not sharing it, they're not going to share it. Not going the way that you're going. Set realistic goals. Also, pay attention to what posts are the most valuable that you're putting out. Look at your likes to your follower ratio. When you figure out the ratio, you start to see the value of that post. You may have a video on YouTube that only has 100 views, but it has 35 likes. That video is more valuable than a video that has 50,000 views and 25 likes. You pay attention to the value, you'll see where you need to continue to invest. The numbers will increase. The numbers are nothing. The value is what you want to make sure that you're investing your time and energy into. Don't run other rappers' plays. Do not compare your career to other rappers' highlights because you'll be depressed forever. You don't know what their team looks like. You don't know what their budget looks like. And until you do, don't run other rappers' plays. You'll go broke trying to keep up. Also, set daily limits. Set limits for the amount of times that you're going to tweet something. Some very important information that I read, and I'll never forget it. The lifespan of a tweet is about 3 hours. The lifespan of a Facebook post is about 6 hours. The lifespan of a blog post is 1 year. Now you tell me which one deserves more of your attention. That's why the next thing, invest into a website for yourself and make sure that you attach a blog to your website. And on the blog, just talk about the things that you like. Talk about the things that you talk about in your music. If you're a rapper that talks about skateboarding and that's kind of your subculture, you should have a blog full of just your favorite highlight reels, your favorite skaters, your favorite boards, your favorite shops to go to. You should really be sitting in there blogging that, tagging it correctly. Read up on SEO, tag up all of these posts, and you'll start attracting your fan base without even trying. These are just people who are into the same stuff as you. And naturally, if you're into skateboarding, your music probably has a little bit to do with skateboarding. So then you want to go ahead and find that culture that's already existing. Don't try to make music and then go find the fans. The fans are already out there. You just got to figure out what it is in your life where people are already coming together about it. And you're just going to become the soundtrack to that. It makes your job so much easier. What I'm basically getting at, share your value, share the things that are very personal to you in your music and not just your music. There's 1,000,001 artists out there. What's going to separate you? It can't be the fact that your delivery is so crisp and your delivery is so different or your lyrics talk about more real life and these radio rappers are this and it's you can't be that. It's got to be something a lot deeper than that. People have got to find a reason why you are valuable. And once they find why you are valuable, then you invest into that value over and over and over. And that becomes your promotional process. This has been another Artist Marketing 911, CurtisKingBeats.com. What's good, artists? It's Curtis King, and I basically wanted to take this end portion to bring to your attention a new service that I'm providing. I just launched this week 101 artist and producer marketing and consultation. So basically, I'll sit with you one-on-one and answer all of your questions. Any questions that you have for me as an artist or producer, I can basically sit with you and we can formulate a plan together. I want to see you reach all of your goals, and I want to make sure that I offer you as much of my 12-year plus experience as I can to help you down your road. If you have any questions questions, visit CurtisKing.com. Not Curtis King Beats. Visit CurtisKing.com and book a session now. Nobody understands an artist like an artist, and nobody understands a producer like a producer.